Ales coming right up. Hello, and welcome to the BRB. Please, have a seat. You're just in time for Tavern chatter.
Now that we've determined the distinction between Aarakocra, Owlin, and Kenku, are any of them edible and would they be good?
Yes.
Yes. I feel like you don't want to eat anything from the Feywilds.
You don't want to
super do.
You don't want to eat anything living from the Feywilds.
Isn't there edible fruit in the Feywild?
Probably.
As opposed to the non-edible fruits that we have.
Okay,
otherwise.
fruits are edible in the Feywild. What does not apply to the Fey creatures?
You shouldn't eat anything from the Feywild.
I don't think you'd want to eat any creature from the Feywild.
What if that's how more Fey are created?
What problems would you see when you eat a Fey creature?
I don't think it's problems you'd see. I think it's the future, and then you'd be enslaved.
I don't want to eat displacer beasts.
They're just big cats.
Okay, I think you have...
They are monstrous Feywild cats that should not be.
As long as you don't eat the organ that allows them to teleport, you should be fine.
You guys have ever heard the story that you shouldn't eat crows because they're not tasty? That's why they have like black
They're scavengers.
feathers. Yeah, like,
They're the carp of the sky.
you're not supposed to eat them. I would assume that's probably the same for Kenku. Say I'm a lizard folk, I'm not really going to care about that.
But also,
It doesn't mean they're not edible.
just because you are physiologically similar to a crow does not mean you're beholden to their diet. A thing's flavor, the flavor of meat, is determined by their diet. That's why carp taste bad. That's why most scavengers taste bad. If you are a bird that eats well, there is no reason your meat would taste bad.
That's fair.
So
And any bird that eats badly would taste bad.
then I'll ask, how far away are you from cannibalism if you start eating Kenku?
I think I'm going to take the stance here. Maybe we shouldn't eat any humanoid races?
Hey man, lizard folk are a thing.
Wait,
I
what
know.
constitutes humanoid? Because you can still eat a sentient creature that
People eat
has a
dolphins.
personality.
I think if the creature has explicitly told you not to eat it, then you're not going to eat it. If it hasn't, then you're good.
I don't think I've explicitly said don't eat me. So does that mean I'm fair game?
Yes, until you say so.
Wait,
But also no, because cannibalism is same race only. So like a Kenku couldn't eat a Kenku.
So question.
Why does everything come back to cannibalism with us?
Because I'm here.
So question. Are they a different species? Or are they a different race?
Or maybe you just shouldn't eat, like, if you're a bird folk, other bird folk. Just, but
Because
you could eat lizard folks.
While there is a difference, I don't think something that grows up with feathers is biologically similar enough to someone who grows up with skin.
But they're capable of producing an offspring together, which then implies they're the same species.
Not necessarily.
the definition of species, a group of living organisms consisting of similar individual capabilities of exchanging genes or interbreeding. The species is the principal natural taxonomic unit, ranking below a genus and denoted by a Latin binomial.
Which makes sense.
To D&D lore, they're all species, because have you seen all the half races?
Exactly. Can you
so it
have
must be same species.
a half Kenku?
Can I have a repeat of the question, sir?
Can we eat a Kenku?
Can we eat a Kenku? And then it devolved into
Is it
cannibalism.
cannibalism?
Okay, can we eat a Kenku?
Yes.
More. So, APK, can we eat a Kenku without morals or with morals?
I think with morals is more the question.
Okay. Well, then Beck and I will refrain. We're actually going to leave the room. So, you guys do your own thing.
Okay, what constitutes cannibalism? Because if you had a dragon who polymorphed into a human, then you ate them as a cannibalism.
There's also nothing
I
in
don't
that
think a
description.
dragon.
But they polymorphed into human.
There's nothing in that description of species that requires the offspring to be able to reproduce themselves. So something like a mule is technically, those are from the same species by that definition because they can exchange genes and produce an offspring.
The practice, cannibalism, the practice of eating the flesh of one's own species.
Oh,
Shit,
so
okay.
there we go. So,
So it's cannibalism.
So it, by
Because
definition,
they
is
can interbreed, which makes them the same species.
Okay,
okay, yeah, but we're... No.
Yeah.
We can eat a Kenku. Okay, there's nothing wrong with eating a Kenku.
No, it's cannibalism.
I'm
No.
a person. That's a bird.
Well,
Okay.
hold on, but here's the question. When we eat people, there's, I forget what it's called, but there's the madness that overtakes you when you eat a human
Only
flesh.
if you eat the brains.
Wait, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I'm a tiefling. That's a bird.
Does the madness overtake you if you eat a Kenku?
Don't eat the brains, and if you soak it in milk first, it gets rid of the gaminess.
Josh, going back to your comment of morals, cannibalism is not a moral thing. It's by definition you eating
It's a
your same
societal
species.
thing, yeah.
No, it's you eating your own species. So it's still technically cannibalism. Morally, it might be wrong depending on the person.
So species-wise, right? Let's go back to this. Okay.
A group
So-
of living organisms consisting of similar individual capabilities of exchanging genes or interbreeding.
All right. Someone look it up. We're gonna take a minute, people, to
Bring up the
look up.
charts.
Yeah. So there's a chart somewhere. Pull it up. Can a human
3.5
and a Kenku
edition chart.
breed? Okay.
Can a human and a Kenku breed? Probably.
So, because cannibalism
Humans can
is
fuck with
just...
Now, hold on a question. I have a bigger question before we come back to this answer. Is it born an egg or live birth?
Buddy, if we want to
So-
start talking genitals, it's a different podcast.
I just looked up, can a human and a Kenku breed? The first one is,
Can a mixed beast race entity be born
or hatched?
or hatched?
That's my question right there.
Maybe it's
no, there's an
half and half.
actual chart for this. Okay.
Yeah.
For all of you, if anybody is interested, Beck,
There's
once
a-
you learn
I'll
it,
see if I can...
we'll say it out loud. There is a full-on fucking chart.
There's an easy way to tell if it's born or hatched. Find a Kenku and look for a belly button.
That's fair.
If there's no belly button, it was hatched.
It was hatched.
If Kenku have cloacas instead of humanoid genitals, then they are most likely hatched.
Okay, it must be dependent on what gender the birthing.
There it is.
Yeah.
Like breeding Pokemon.
I don't know enough about.
Is this your chart?
Is that the chart?
I have one that's similar.
Kenku.
We
Kenku
immediately talk
born.
about sex ed, and Josh is like,
Now, I have a reason why I did that, and I'll explain it.
Is
I
that the
don't
chart?
know
Or is-
enough
Kenku and
about
human.
how birds mate.
Kenku and
I
human
do.
cannot mate.
Birds and humans cannot mate.
Then they're not the same species.
Oh man, I feel
And it's not
so much
cannibalism.
better, and
But-
I don't want to see any fan art. So you
wait.
know.
What about lizard races?
Okay, hold up. So Kenku can breed with Aarakocra, changelings, in Kenku. And
That's it. That makes sense.
I think you
So
have a different
those-
chart than me.
That's because changelings are the
The one I posted doesn't have it. 'cause
D&D.
it's
Like
all-
Pokemon breeding.
Yeah. Like,
Brant.
Does
is
that apply
dragon,
to?
Is dragon? Oh, lizard folk.
No on bugbears, yes on celestials, no on centaurs,
Lizard,
yes with dragons.
lizard folk. I'm showing no's across the board except for
I'm seeing
changelings.
lots of yeses.
But we've
Yeah.
discussed this before.
Fiends
If
do.
a dragon can breed with a human when it's polymorphed.
it turns out, Kenku, humans, that's a no-go. Sorry, people out there. Your ship's just not going to work.
But that means it's not cannibalism, and we're safe to eat them.
That's the best part, though. That's what I was getting to. Good news.
Bad for you, good for us.
We get to eat Kenkus.
But they also get to eat us.
I'm gonna stand by. Don't eat humanoids because you don't always know if you can breed with them.
Eric, you're kind of grouping all humanoids into the same group, the same stereotype, and that's really not PC of you.
They should
Okay.
all be treated equally, Andy.
Wait, if you
not very
mate with a
PC,
creature and you have a child, don't eat them. If you mate with a creature and you don't have a child, eat them.
All right, so
Classic
Brant's fucking idea.
No,
Is
Brant's onto something.
The worst idea I've ever heard.
No,
in my
actually,
life.
you're onto something here.
No,
So,
he's not.
Now,
think
let me ask you a question about this process.
are you
So-
a Black Widow?
Widower.
Okay, you play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
You're gonna play a character. The whole goal is to mate with creatures. If they don't have a kid,
Yeah.
they don't have a half-human hybrid with you.
Uh-huh.
You just eat them.
Yeah, so this will be the best bard I'll probably ever play. It's going to be a bard that knows how to cook.
This is a nightmare.
So this bard keeps partners around for a couple months at most, waiting to see if they conceive together. If they don't, they become food.
It's a lizard. It's a lizard folk bard.
Josh, I'm sorry for when you have to DM this.
It's a lizard.
Why does it have to be
folk.
lizard folk?
Because they are known
Lizard
for
folks are
eating
known cannibals.
They're known.
But if the whole thing is to make sure they're not
No,
the same
I-
species,
yeah,
so
no.
that you don't do cannibalism, they don't have to be lizard
Yeah,
folk.
really? No, he's right. He's onto something.
They're
You can
known-
play any race.
They're known to eat people. They're not known to be cannibals necessarily.
Okay, all right.
There's so many things that are known to eat people, though.
Right.
I have to be an infernal hellbird.
Therefore, a lizard folk's test could be the Bard test as to whether or not they could eat them. Sure.
But they're not going to care.
Yeah,
They're going to eat them either way.
They're really
it's
not
not a
gonna
test if either outcome is the same.
Lizard folks don't give a fuck.
Most lizard folks won't care. Maybe this one
Maybe
does.
this one does.
That's fair. It's an interesting
character
concept.
concept.
So the lizard folk is an idea that's interesting. The bard human, no, that's terrifying. And if we put this out there to the world, and this ends up in someone else's game, I'm sorry.
So you're saying,
Let us know.
you're saying,
Please let us know.
I'm a lizard folk bard. I like to bone my food before I eat it.
No, I absolutely want to hear this story, and that was the worst. Marination.
Call that the turkey basted.
Oh no, it's horrible. Stop.
Turkey baster? I hardly know her.
Drink!
Oh my gosh. Okay. Today, we find out Kenku's edible? Yes.
Cannibalism? No.
Cannibalism? No. Alright, it's closing time. That one was fun. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to stay up to date with all the videos that we're going to bring out. If you want to see more of us, go ahead and check out the links to our social media in the description below. If you have any suggestions for our next video, please leave a comment as well. Thanks.